What's up everyone, Alvaro with Via Design. It's Monday. We're doing a What's in the Shop Monday, another episode of Sticky Side Down. Behind me we've got Chris prepping the Sequoia for some window tint. We're also going to be doing PPF on the front bumper, and we're going to be ceramic coating the whole thing. Over here we've got a really cool project, 67 Mercedes 270 SL. That's in for a full body PPF, so excited to start working on that one. That's what we got this morning, so stay tuned as we get the day rolling. What's your favorite thing about window tint, Chris?
The darkness.
All right, so Chris is working on the Sequoia windshield right now. He just lathered a bunch of stuff all over the windshield. Chris, tell us about what you put on the windshield.
It's a fabric softener. It's going to help the film shrink and glide. And yeah, it's a little insider industry secret.
Why do you need to shrink the film?
Just to get it to kind of conform to the glass, because the glass isn't flat, it's round, and then you get these giant fingers, so you want to mold the tint to the window. And yeah, we use fabric softener, and I tried to use the unscented one because I want more kids.
That sounds hard.
That sounds hard.
All right, thanks for the insider tips, Chris.
Yep.
We're never doing that again. All right, so behind me, we've got this 911 Carrera 4S in shark blue. This car already has some PPF on the front nose of it. So what he came in for is some PPF on the roof. And why is he PPFing the roof? As you can see, it's this beautiful carbon fiber. Wow. Insert wow sound. And carbon fiber over time can start to kind of haze that gel coat resin kind of layer, can get beat up by UV and start to delaminate, kind of chip off, and potentially start turning yellow. So we're going to put our PPF on it, keep it protected from rock chips and impacts, but also protect it from UV damage, which is, like I said, what carbon fiber is kind of really prone to. So we'll be working on that today. And yeah, let's get it started. What's on the computer screen?
That is our Toyota Sequoia windshield.
But why is it on the computer? Why don't you just hand cut it?
Because we don't like cutting on glass like some of the other shops do. Yeah, so we use laser cut patterns to make sure it's 100%. And we don't have to cut up people's glass. And most people don't know this, but yeah, if you were to get your car tinted somewhere, a lot of times we have them come in and they have little fine cuts along the glass, and it's a telltale sign that they didn't use an expensive plotter to cut patterns. So yeah.
Does everyone that hand cut the glass?
Not everyone, but you know, 9 out of 10 times you'll find some very light cutting. Because you got to cut through the film, and if you cut through the film, chances are it's going to be a little bit on that glass as well.
Ah, I see. All right, another episode of What's Going On with Chris. So we were going to PPF the roof of this 911, but we hit the brakes on it because, let's see if I can get it to focus here. I don't know if you can see it right here, but this gasket is falling apart. So every time we touch it with our squeegee, it basically melts and becomes like tar, which isn't good. And if we try to tuck our film under there, it's gonna get all over our PPF and it's not gonna look good. We're gonna have to cut it short and not be able to wrap that front leading edge, which is literally the most important edge on this entire roof. So I called the customer, let him know, said, hey, like, I want to wrap this roof for you, but you're getting the windshield replaced. They'll replace that gasket when they do that. So let's wait for that to be done so that we can get a really high quality install for you. Sure, I can get it knocked out right now, but no one's gonna be finished with that final product. So we'd rather push it back a little bit, get that windshield taken care of so that we can deliver a really high quality product for them. And yeah, so that's what we got going on there. And Chris is behind me. Oh, let me spin you around. Chris is behind me prepping the windshield for the shrinkage. All right, so here Chris is working on the windshield. He is weeding it out because we have some extra film on the edge. Helps us shrink it, and we're removing the extra so that we get a perfect fit when we go to install this windshield on this Sequoia. Ah.
The heck?
Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday at Via Design. We've got a couple more cars in here. We've got the blue Tesla Model S Plaid. Behind me over here, we have the GMC Canyon. We're going to flip you around and show you what Chris is doing on the Plaid today. Here's today's episode of What's Going On with Chris. What are you doing?
Oh yeah, so we're tinting up this Model S Plaid. The customer had originally brought us a bunch of other cars, and we've been trying to get this Model S in here. Right now it's just a fishbowl, so it needs a lot of tint. It needs a lot of good tint to block out the heat. And yeah.
Bad tint?
We do not, but a lot of people do. So yeah, get good tint, especially if your car is just made of solid windows and stuff. So yeah, block out the heat. He's going to be super cool and comfortable, and he's going to look good driving it. That's all.
Thanks for checking in, Chris. So you might be asking or wondering why Chris is taping everything up in there. He's got all this tape in there. He's got this big old plastic sheet over the dashboard. Let's check in with Chris again. Chris, why are you taping everything off?
So we're taping off everything to ensure a clean install. There's a lot of this like Alcantara suede stuff. Back in my day, it was called suede. Now they call it Alcantara. I don't know if is that like a llama or a specific type of animal? Chupacabra. Anyways, this fur can get dusty, and it'll kick up little dust molecules into the tint. So we tape it off to make sure that it just ensures a clean install. That was just a long-winded way of saying provides a better, cleaner install.
I'm gonna cut out 80%.
None of this is making.
If you've made it this far, I'm sorry. And we've got the Sequoia behind me. That one we ceramic coated yesterday. I still have to do the glass in the rim, so I'm going to be knocking out that part this morning and then get it ready to go. And then the GMC Canyon over here, this one is getting our 7-year ceramic coating as well, and we're tinting all of the windows except for the windshield. The windshield is just getting a visor across the strip or the top to block out the sun as this customer is driving around. It's going to look good though. We'll get it all tinted up and yeah, keep that exterior protected and keep his interior nice and cool for him also. All right, so that's what's in the shop this Tuesday morning. We'll keep filming and just, yeah, getting more content as we go through the day. Say bye, Chris. I don't think you can see him waving, it's fine.
Hey, this is Chris. We're filming a What's in the Shop. No, What's in Alvaro's lunch Tuesday.
You gotta turn the mics and stuff on. The mic's not on.
He's got a PBJ. He's got 5-day-old pizza. Some Rice Krispie treats. What is that, Alvaro?
That's
spaghetti night.
with a spicy Italian sausage in the meat sauce. My 5-day-old pizza.
Oh my gosh, what are you doing?
And then my upgraded boy kibble.
Holy cow.
Broccoli, some grilled chicken.
With some sesame seeds?
Yeah, with the teriyaki sesame.
That ain't nothing. So let's see what's in the fridge. Let's see. This is what I got some 5-day-old beef. It's about ready to expire, so the wife gave it to me.
10-day-old beef.
And yeah, if it gets any older, it just goes to the dogs. So that's what's in the fridge Tuesday.
We're gonna have our What's for Lunch segment later today. It's done now. Oh, jeez. Can you hear me? Check, check, check.
How are you gonna hold that camera?
Here, you hold it. I'm gonna install.
Do it.
You just focus on filming.
I'll just hold this little corner for you.
It's kind of sticky. There we go. So, Chris, why do we tint front windshields?
Why?
Is this a scam?
If you get a little color on it, like 50%, helps reduce glare. And if you get good tint, it's going to block out the heat. It's on the car.
So you can see, like, right there where the tint isn't up yet, like Chris's hand, and then our 50% going on the front windshield now. Trying to make sure we get an invisible install. Super clean. Like we talked about yesterday, some people will hand cut these, but you have to cut directly on the glass to do that. And if you're not using perfect pressure, you cut all the way through the tint and you start scratching the glass. Glass is pretty hard, but it's not that hard. So it's easy to scratch if you're not careful. And we see it pretty frequently, right, Chris?
You see it all the time.
It's kind of an epidemic.
I mean, it's because if you're trying to rush through it, usually you have these mobile installers. They don't want to invest in a plotter. They figure, oh, I could just hand cut it, so what's the big deal? I'm never going to see the car again. And they cut the glass. So
Is it possible to hand cut safely?
Yeah, I suppose so. If you really go slow and take your time, but for most tinters, time is money, and they don't want to take their time. They just want to get the car in and out.
Whoa, dude, what are you doing? We're good. I don't think I checked every corner. Chris never trusts me when I help him with tint, even though I've been doing this longer than he has. I respect it though. I never trust anybody.
Not even myself.
Mostly joking, but kind of true. It's like, especially as the lead installer, if you don't do your due diligence to check, even though someone told you they did something, and you install it and something goes wrong or something was missed and it messes with the install, then you're the only one that can actually be blamed because you did the install, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like when I'm doing PPF, if someone prepped a panel and I just trust that the prep was perfect and it doesn't come out perfect, then it's my fault. Can't blame anyone.
On you.
Yep. So Chris is using a little tint brush. This tint is relatively thin, and the tint brush just helps to get those air pockets out smoothly without risk of wrinkling or creasing the tint. And now it's basically like 80% done, and now he does a firm squeegee pass with an actual squeegee. I told Chris to shrink to the sides. Maybe I should have told him to shrink to the front and the back.
Because when you use the electronic stabilization, what do you call it? I was like, I told you I have to look in the viewfinder, see what I'm doing.
I just learned something new about Chris, guys. He's blind.
He's clinically blind.
And he refuses to get glasses.
I just can't see close.
Well, you can get glasses that will just be for seeing close, and when you're looking far away, you don't need them.
I don't know if that's true.
They're called bifocals, brother.
I've never been to a doctor in my life.
This is truly the superpower of the Luminous S9. And I don't really think it gets spoken about enough. I can guarantee that a lot of you watching this video decide against bringing a proper camera out with you because of the work you know that you have to do afterwards. But the same for me before Luminous Lab.
What's up, everyone? So I'm Alvaro. Chris is behind me working on the Tesla Model S. He has tinted the front windshield so far. He's done the roof. He's working on the back hatch. It's almost 3 o'clock. He's been working on this car for a bit today. But reason is, this sunroof is massive. He said it's almost as bad as the Model Y sunroof. I don't know if it's that bad, but now that I think about it, he's probably right. The sunroof is huge. It goes basically like from here to the front windshield. We had to use our 60-inch roll of film, which is a really big piece of film. And it took him almost like, what would you say, Chris, an hour or so to shrink the thing? Yeah. And I helped a little bit for like 20 minutes, so it probably would have taken like an hour and a half. Or maybe I made things worse, I don't know. Maybe I slowed him down. But got it shrunk, got that installed. Install went perfect. He's installing the back window right now. And this car is looking really good. So that's what we've got in the shop on Tuesday. The Sequoia just got picked up. That customer was super happy. He's a funny dude. We were just chatting, gabbing in the front office. We've got the GMC Canyon in for Ion and some window tint as well. This one is a cool color, as you can see there. It's a nice like powder metallic blue. Looks really good. But yeah, that's what we got going on right now. We're gonna keep chipping away. I might start editing this vlog so that we can post it tomorrow. We'll see what Chris thinks about that idea. What do you think, Chris?
Terrible idea.
What should I do?
Post